Did you know that us women do about 50% more unpaid work than men do, even if we are also working full-time? That is because us women, we're geared biologically to care for the collective. And so we tend to take on more than the lion's share of household chores, childcare, and all that kind of stuff. So how can we find the work-life balance that we're all looking for? Hi, my name's Kamina Sue, and in this video I'm going to share with you how women can find work-life balance. So the first thing that I invite you to do is to build a little bit of self-care into your day every single day, and to start off with a little piece of self-care which I think is absolutely critical for people in this time in history with all the stress levels and everything that is going on, is to have a meditation practice. Now you're probably thinking, oh, I've tried meditation, wasn't really for me, or I don't like it, or it's too hard. So whatever your attitudes are towards meditation, you're actually in a really good place, because I'm here to tell you that there's a lot of mystique, there's a lot of BS, frankly, around meditation, but the good news is that it is a skill that can be learned. And one of the best resources that I've found for learning meditation personally is Dr. Joe Dispenza. And he's got an amazing meditation especially for mothers, called Turning the Love Within. It's a short meditation, about less than 20 minutes long, and it really sets you up for the day. Now, if you're starting from ground zero when it comes to meditation, or you're one of the people I mentioned before who maybe tried meditation, wasn't really for you, then I suggest that you start off with one of his books, and it's called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. This book is an amazing resource because it really drills down into all the different aspects of the brain. So you can actually learn how your brain works and how we construct identity and all this other good stuff. And it also teaches you how to meditate. The second way that women can find that work-life balance is communication. So if you're finding that you're doing the lion's share of the household duties, for example, or you're still working full-time and you have the kids and you're doing most of the work, then it's very, very common for us women just to you know what, F it, I'm just going to continue on with what I'm doing because I have to be strong and I have to get this done and we have to have dinner and all this kind of stuff, right? But I invite you to not go down that route, okay? Just to kind of hope that things are going to change, because they're probably not if you're not going to say something. So go ahead and have a word to your partner, it could be male, could be female, and actually have an honest discussion about the division of labor in your household. Okay, so what I found from a personal level is that men tend to not be aware actually of how much goes on in running a household. They just have no idea. And also they can only do one thing at a time. Okay, so if you're in that position, then you just have to bring some awareness as to the situation and just sit down and have an honest talk. The third thing you can do to get that work-life balance is to have really clear boundaries. Okay, so I've talked about this in other videos, but basically where you're working and if you're working from home, you need to have a clearly delineated space where you work, only work, and you do nothing else. And the same thing goes for your work hours, having very clearly laid out work hours, or your other workmates know. And the most important thing is that you have internalized these yourself. Okay, so it can be very easy for us to feel like that we've got to get everything done, and it's just a constant task, one after the other. But what we need to do is actually, first of all, make those clear-cut distinctions within ourselves, and then be able to communicate that with others. So I'd be super disciplined when you check your messages on your phone or your computer, and also turn off those notifications on your phone. Okay, turn them off. It just makes life so much more peaceful. So the fourth thing you want to think about to maintain that work-life balance is to build some community into your day. So build relationships with people who are non-dramatic, who are funny, who are supportive, have the same interests as you, and make sure that you're contributing to them and feel like that they're contributing to you. They're not taking anything away from you. Okay, you're actually building each other up. Make sure you're not distracted by these relationships though, but you sort of have them as a little bit of a support group, just to know that you're actually not alone. Okay, that's a really big part of maintaining work-life balance. Is often we sort of feel we're kind of slogging it out by ourselves. We feel out of control and very stressed. But by maintaining just a few good friendships with people every single day, that'll help you to stay more balanced and focused with the task at hand. And treat these relationships like gold, because they are. So the fifth thing you want to be doing is exercise. And guys, this is absolutely critical. Now, I would recommend yoga and strength training because I think those two things are very complementary. But really anything will do, even like a simple 10 to 15 minute walk at the very beginning of your day, or maybe at your lunchtime, okay? So schedule it and commit to it and make it part of your life. That's very, very important, because by doing that, what you're doing is that you're paying into, I like to think of it as paying into a biological bank account that you are going to draw on one day. In fact, we draw on it every single day, really. So you want to keep making those deposits into that biological bank account. So often we don't make time for ourselves, and this has to stop. Okay, so you need to schedule in that exercise, even if it's at 10, 15 minutes in the morning or during a lunchtime, something, you're scheduling it, and make it into a habit. So we women are the pillars in our family. Without us, the entire family would crumble, and when we're happy, everyone else around us is happy. So this is very, very important to keep in mind. So try out those things that I've just mentioned. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.